So, welcome to the Inquiring Cat Does Recruitment. Really important message this week because it's against a background of some interesting data. So I'm just going to give you a brief view of what you should do once you have put your application in. The next step is to do a little polite follow-up activity, maybe by email and maybe by letter. But first I want to tell you why this is important. So the latest data is out from the Office of National Statistics, and 80,000 more people in the UK have become unemployed during November and December 2024. And the vacancy rate is down. The number of jobs available is down by 30%, for the 30th consecutive month. And the unemployment figure has risen to 4.4%. It's a bit of a grim outlook and the trajectory is only down. But don't lose heart. Use my tips here at the Inquiring Cat Does Recruitment and you will increase your chances of getting a job significantly, I hope. And the boss of Reed Employment Agency says that their year-on-year vacancies are down 32% in January. That means a third less jobs than there were a year ago. Oh boy, it's not looking good, and the trajectory, as I say, is all downwards. So, what are we going to do? You've looked presumably at the earlier episodes about the content of the CV, the layout of the CV, doing case studies and all that kind of stuff, good stuff. So once you put your CV in through the system, you probably these days will have applied almost always by email or electronic data, regardless of whether it's a boiler room application or a boardroom application. At any level, that's the way the cookie crumbles. What you should then do is send an email, if you can find the email address, which you might get on LinkedIn, for instance, under the contact tab, for the person who's running the recruitment program, if you know their name, and just send them a very brief email saying, I have just submitted my application online through your process. I hope you'll have the chance to give it a favourable view, and I very much look forward to the opportunity of coming and having a meeting with you so I can present my case in person. And if you also can find the details of the senior director of the department that the job will be placed in, you should try and do the same there. You can, of course, phone the switchboard and ask for email addresses of the relevant people. You will find these days very often that the switchboard is not prepared to give those out. That is the company protocol to stop everyone being inundated with emails. But it's worth a try. At the very least, you know where the job is to be based. You can find the names of the people who are head of the department, head of the company, head of recruitment by doing searches on LinkedIn and on Google, just asking a straightforward question: who is head of recruitment in company or organization XYZ? And if necessary, you can send them a letter with a first-class stamp on with a similar message of enthusiasm for the opportunity of demonstrating your skills at interview. And there's no harm in doing it. And if you have terrible handwriting, for goodness sake, type the letter. But if it is a physical letter that you're sending, then handwrite the salutation, Dear Mr. Bloggs, and handwrite your signature at the end with your name clearly underneath, and have all your contact details, your email address, your telephone number, your snail mail address, all featured on that letter as well, so that hopefully they can tie it all together at the other end. I can't guarantee this suddenly puts you to the top of the pile, but most candidates don't do it, and these tips are not original from me. They, in fact, come from the head of recruitment of one of the major tech companies in America, who says that this is what they like to see from their standout star applicants. So give it a try. Absolutely no harm whatsoever, regardless of whether you are applying at a senior level or a junior level, or whether you are applying to a massive organization or to an SME, a small employer, or a charity. The same lessons stand good. So Good luck, we wish you well, and if there's anything more you want to know, then make sure you like and subscribe, because there's more hot tips coming through the full life cycle of the applicant process shortly. Bye-bye for now.